Welcome to economics class. The topic for today is circular flow of income. Now this we are doing with regards to the calculation of national income, the three phases which we need to study before starting with the calculation of national income. In an economy, three activities never stop, and these three activities are production of goods and services, generation of income, and expenditure. So, these are the three activities which keep on going in the economy. It is a continuous process which is there in the economy. Now, these are the lifelines of the economy because the whole economy is dependent on production, generation of income, and expenditure. But since they are the lifelines, they are an important part of the economy, but it is very difficult to trace the beginning of these activities and it is impossible to predict their end. So two things are very difficult: the beginning and the end. We cannot say that this is production is the first activity and second is the generation of income and then is the expenditure. So it is very difficult to say that from where it began and where it is going to end. But we will be studying these three activities in a circular flow. Now these are the flow concepts. When we are talking about circular flow, so it is very much clear that the three economic activities, that is the production, income generation and expenditure, these three are the flow concept. We all know the difference between flow and stock. Flow is something which keeps on moving from one place to another, and stock is something which is measured at a particular point of time, and flow is measured during a period of time. So production is also measured during a period of time, income is also measured during a period of time, and expenditure is also measured during a period of time. So they are the flow concepts. Now these have been in existence like a circle without a beginning or an end. A circle is not having a beginning, neither it does have a end. So it is a continuous process. And circular flow of income means the circularity of the flows of production, income and expenditure in an economy. So we are studying the circularity. These three things are moving in a circular form: production, income and expenditure. In fact, production, income and expenditure are the three phases of a circular flow in the economy. So we can also say that these are the three phases in which the economy is moving. Either we can say three phases or the continuous process or circularity of the flows, one and the same thing. Now, the three phases of the circular flow have been shown to you in the following diagram. The first phase we are talking about is production of goods and services. Second, it is generation of income. And the third is disposition or expenditure of the income. So, very first phase we will be talking about production of goods and services. Now, who produces goods and services? We all know producers produce goods and services. And here we are concentrating our knowledge to two sector economy. So, producers are producing goods and services. So, from where they are getting the raw material and the factors of production? They get the factors of production from the household sector. So, the very first phase, factors of production, that is your land, labor, capital and entrepreneur. Here we assume that the household is the owner of land, labor, capital and entrepreneur. So producing sector is taking help from the household sector. It is buying land, labor, capital and entrepreneur from the household sector, and then it is along with the other non-material goods or the raw materials, it is producing the goods and services. Now production refers to value addition, because value is added to the raw material to make a final good. Like if I take an example that cotton is a raw material, So with cotton, a cotton cloth is produced. So cotton cloth is a final good. So value has been added to the cotton so that a cloth can be made. So that is value addition. So thus the first method of calculating national income, that is your value addition method, which comes from your first phase of the circular flow of income. So the first phase, circular flow, and the national income calculation methods are very much connected with each other. Now the second phase, what will happen? Household have given the factors of production to the producing sector. So when producing sector has taken something from the household, in return they will have to give certain things to the household sectors. And what are those things? So for rendering their factor services to the producers, the households get the factor payments, and this leads to the generation of income. And now value addition is converted into factor income. So it means income is generated in the second phase. Factors of production have given their services, in return for which factor payments have been produced. Now let us see how this happens. Now we talk about four factors of production in economy, that is land, labor, capital and entrepreneur. So households are the owner of all these four factors of production, because we are talking about two sector economy. Now in return for this, what the producing sector is giving? They are giving factor payments, and land will get rent, labor will get wages, capital will get interest, and entrepreneur will get profit. So these four in the pink circle are your factor payments, and whenever we will talk about factors of production, they will remain the four, and whenever we will talk about the factor payments, these will remain four. So this is a interchangeable thing which is there in the economy. Now coming to the third phase, when the household buy the final goods. Now goods have been produced, income has been generated, so somebody is going to buy the goods. Who is going to buy the goods? Consumer. And who are the consumers? We are considering household sector as the consumer. So when household buy the final goods, there is consumption expenditure. So if a household, if I am buying a good for consumption, that is my consumption expenditure. But when producers buy the final goods, there is investment expenditure. So producers also require certain goods for their production of the goods, final goods also they require, so that will be their investment expenditure. It can be a machine, they require a final good machine, so that is an investment expenditure. So thus disposition of income as a consequence of generation of income. As a result of generation of income, I am having income. Now I need to spend that income, so that income will become my expenditure. By working, I have earned the income, and when I have earned the income, I need to spend it in the economy. I need to buy certain goods, I need to fulfill my desires, so that becomes my expenditure. And the third method, that is the expenditure method, will take place. So with the circular flow, we are talking about the three methods of calculating national income. First is your value added method, second is your income method, and the third is your expenditure method. Now consumption expenditure and investment expenditure, we are talking about that there are two types of expenditure. So it means expenditure is having two components, that is C, consumption expenditure, I is your investment and expenditure. Now this generates demand for goods and services in the economy. So when I am doing expenditure, I am demanding goods from the economy. Again there need to be production. This again causes production of goods and services, and consequently when the goods are produced, there is again generation of income. So thus there is non-stop flow of production of goods and services, generation of income and disposition of income. So this process will continue. There will be no end. As I started with my topic, it is in the form of a circle. Production led to income generation led to expenditure, and because of the expenditure, since there is demand in the economy, again there is production, again production will lead to income generation, and again expenditure. So this process will keep on going continuously. Now these days, if we are having less of the income, we are demanding less of the goods and services, but then too there is production of goods. Why? Because we are having basic necessities. So we are not demanding luxury goods, but we are demanding the necessities of the life. So there is more production of the necessities of life. So the composition may change, but production, income generation and expenditure will keep on going in the economy, and each flow keeps chasing the other flow. Till the time you have money in your pocket, you will go and spend in the economy, and when you will spend, you will demand, and when you will demand, the producers will produce. So each flow keeps chasing the other flow, and that is why it is known as circular flow, because each and everything is keep on moving in the circle form. So that is why it is known as the circular flow of income. Thank you.